Hello, everybody. I'm just here to my appointment at 12:30, way early and all that. Um, I want to make an interesting topic. I remember me, I used to have a fascinating conversation. Will our lives change when we go abroad, like going overseas and all that? I told her I'm at school right now, which I had to be here for 4 years, which I'm kind of upset about, but trying to make the light of all this. Besides the poor socialization here. First of all, that's a half key. People be able to socialize overseas. And plus, I get to learn new languages, new culture, new way of life, new opportunities. Also, struggles, obstacles, and stuff like that. Plus, I guess I want to make a video about this call. Are you a foreigner in your own homeland? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't act like a. I always get this told by, ironically, my foreign audience was saying, you don't act like American. You don't seem to be American or Americanized, despite born here this whole entire country and all that. Um, and some say why I make a video like this because it was inspired by my mother actually to travel around the world, want to do great things, want to explore, want to see new opportunities. My life wasn't just meant to be working at jobs for the rest of my life. That's not worth life worth living. You know what I'm saying? Making people rich, making companies and corporations richer. You know, and I kind of realized this yesterday as I was talking to Isis about not, especially I'm in at college and all that. Well, technically community college. I'm not around people. Here's a big culprit. I'm not around people my own age bracket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not around people that's curious, intellectual curious, or just curious about anything like that isn't trivial. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do trivial things. It's boring to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do small talk. And that's not being conceited or judgmental. That's just literally who I am. I don't like boring conversations. I like details about space, technology, music, recording music. World languages and cultures. And as I'm in school, I kind of painfully realized growing up, I was not exposed like outside like around my area. I was around foreigners. Excuse me, like there's corner stores full of Arabic people. And what would that be? When I used to go to get shampoo and conditioner within the ghetto, so like for a Chinese hair salon. Just being real. I'm not getting no true social interaction with people here. You know what I'm saying? Or American psychotic for that matter. It baffles me when I talk to a lot of interesting ladies and gentlemen from South America or Latin America and Asia and parts of Africa and all that. Appreciate talking, appreciate one engagement. But I also have to be kind of skeptical. They might be green card holders and all that. I've been getting a lot of them so-called scammers trying to get a green card or want me to buy their work, buy their pictures and videos, which I don't do. Some say, why you feel this way? It is for what it is. I can't connect with the people here. I even told ISIS this. We were talking about, which is ironic. It was talking of a conversation, not know how to fit in among my own people or anything, unless you're a negative stereotype or statistic. If you're like me, I always think outside the box all the time, quite literally, I don't get accepted. You know what I'm saying? A, I'm not religious. B, I'm not political. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care about liberal stuff, but unfortunately, I realize this too. The course I'm taking is for liberal arts. So it's like, dang, I caught myself in a 22. So it's like you kind of force to dumb down yourself, or myself in this case, in first person. And the people that in the classroom, either they, let's be real, they're too old or too young. You know what I'm saying? They're like, by looks alone, they're like 18 to like 24 at best. Looking at these people, so I'm not being judgmental, I'm not being conceited, ain't about being judgmental or anything, but even the so-called tiers of peers that don't look all that socially interesting. I'm just being saying what it is. Nerds, jocks, weirdos, whatever you want to call them, or alternative kind of people here, even they're not friendly to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I always try to be open, spontaneous. You know, it's funny that people are so open online, and I have to ask a painful question: without social media, what would my life be? I probably would not be here. You know what I'm saying? I'd be depressed without social media. You know, that's literally the only place that keeps me sane. I have to watch my background here. I just people are kind of weird here. You know, like cuckoo kind of weird. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? On that note, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, why I want to go overseas. You know, I want to learn different language. I try to learn like Japanese and Spanish on Duolingo, but I realize that's not getting me nowhere, and because I'm not around people to teach me that, and not being xenophobic and anything, the people that are foreigners here, they're too Americanized or Westernized for my taste. I said, dude, if I want to get American garbage, I get it right here, quite literally. I would get it right here if I care about American garbage, which I'm trying to avoid. We was talking about, I was also talking about this too, like when we go overseas, we're not going to be around much Americans, and I said, that's good. I don't want to be around a bunch of dummies, you know what I'm saying, idiots and all that, loudmouth buffoons and all that. And I have research about the loudmouth, ignorant stereotypes of Americans, not that good. Unfortunately, that make us look bad too, you know. And I know stereotypes have hurt everybody. Some people that I didn't even like that, like myself, I always try to love different cultures because also I want to learn how to speak different language musically too. I listen to a couple of Spanish music and Japanese music. I don't know nothing about the lyrics because it's not in English or anything, but I appreciate I guess the tone. I appreciate the gentleness of their voice, you know what I'm saying? From Latin music to Asian music, so forth. You know what I'm saying? Even part of Africa and all that. I want to learn the language because I think it's beautiful to learn a different language. And growing up, so nobody didn't really influence me to say, hey, you gotta speak a different language. The last time I heard anything was a different language, like Spanish back in high school. That was literally it. And also, I forgot to share this too. I'm about to add in this video that I used to share something that's pretty profound. That I guess as she was growing up, they cut off a lot of programs. Like I heard, like PE classes, like physical ed and all that, like the gym and all that. They cut off like going to field trips. Excuse me. They cut off like opportunity for young people and all that. That's it's just sad. We were talking if we ever had kids, they won't be in America. I said no. Why? So they can get enslaved by the system, get all dosed up with drugs, or see forced to deal with bad peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? If you don't conform, you won't succeed, you know, socially. You know, and plus, after things that we were talking about, we have the things we go through too. Also, people with disabilities get discriminated, you know what I'm saying? Quite literally. And prevented from higher education and all that, and racism. Yeah, racism big part here. You not gonna already tell, even though now ironic, I started to notice this. I'm gonna say this on video. This come off sexist thing. I don't make this sound sexist, but it's a lot of women authorities or women rights groups or so, and these so-called like disability centers or disability agencies and all that, and even school, they seem to have just flat out what it is. They seem to have a agenda or a bias against men, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? I could tell they look at me with hesitation. They look at me with disgust and anger. Like, what's your problem if you don't like me? You know what I'm saying? That's another reason I want to go overseas. You know, people just very close-minded. I did say that Americans are fear-mongers last couple of days ago. I did say that. You know, Americans are fear-mongers. Americans are sheep, which is ironic. I just did like a school report. Well, technically not a school report. There's a class where we're talking how people supposedly for journalism talk about believe CNN, Fox, NSBC. I said, oh no. Because I already know that the news always constantly lies, especially American media always lie to us and all that. But unfortunately, you got to play the game here, you know. So on the contrary, as I'm getting ready to go to my, this meeting and so forth, I want to touch upon women being very biased here outside my lady. Like, when I mean by they very prejudiced, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally a couple occasions that a lot of people didn't really like black people, black men and all that. Say, wow. But if I were to say anything bad against it, I would get attacked, strike down on social media and all that. Which I don't have ain't nothing about hatred or anything. I just know there's a lot of male hatred against men, in this country. And it's sickening, you know what I'm saying? What's the damn difference between the KKK versus feminism? You know what I'm saying? You can call me yourself if you want to, but I say I have more respect for the Klan than I do a feminist any day. At least I could fight a man if a man got a problem with me. I don't advocate violence or anything, but I don't advocate anything towards a woman or anything. I'm not a womanizer or anything. I recognize this too, you know what I'm saying? And it baffles me to make a video about this, Why move overseas, be around better quality people, but also quality of life, I understand things got expensive now with the so-called global inflation going up and all that. Plus, I want to be around real people. In America, it's all a bunch of sheep and zombies and a bunch of robots, you know what I'm saying? No personality. I can't relate to people with no personality. I would get bored. I would tell them, leave me alone, I'm being conservative because I'm being conservative because I'm also in school. And that's another thing I want to end this video, not being around people, you know what I'm saying, in real time, in real life, Kind of sucks. It's like they're not very engaging or enlightening or, so I understand a lot of them are young, a lot of them are old. But here's my dilemma. I'm 32 years old and I can't relate to either or, And like on social media, people seem more, I guess you say more abstract, open-minded. Here, it's like polar opposite, I remember a couple of dudes were telling me that social media is cancer and all that. Social media is toxic. I said, so is real life, People don't realize in real life, you have to deal with a lot of conflicts and weird attachments and all that. And it's hard to really read signs off of people. If people don't like me, how I post enough, they don't communicate with me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sounding like some pessimist or anything. Forgive me if I do. I just noticed that for the last couple of weeks, actually for a whole month, I've been dealing with this too. Like, just to sign up for the so-called weird scheduled program, people not very helpful or enlightened. How to get to my classes, because everything literally with a computer or so forth. Excuse me for a moment. And it's very difficult getting into my class, like just talk how I'm supposed to do, because I'm not tech savvy or anything. Excuse me. I'm not that tech savvy. So that being said, let me see what time it is. Oh yeah. Plus, as I want to relate back to the last video, I'm gonna cut this off. Excuse me. Sorry. After reflux. As I'm drinking my Diet Coke and all that, just to let my mind fumble. Yeah, I'm just baffled. American psychology is literally going down the dumps, Like I said before, I don't want to beat the top to the dead end of a horse or anything. I know y'all getting kind of sick of me saying this, so I'll be honest with y'all. So I read some of your comments and concerns and all that, even complaints. I do care about, what my audience go for, what the community go for, I guess because the reason to go overseas, why we want to go overseas, there's no opportunities here. Unless you want to be a wage cook or wage slave, you know what I'm saying? If you like making minimum wage and all that. And there's no way to actually truly socialize, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally out here putting myself out there. Either I'm being constantly lied to, people using me, manipulating me, or make excuses why they don't want to be my friend or anything. But I can't force it if they're not interested, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing, people are just not that interested or interested to be around, they like plain James or plain Johns, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like boring people. I don't like that at all. I would just walk away immediately because I don't like my time being wasted talking trivial garbage. Oh, hey, how's the weather? Hey, man, you watch the sports or so? Or do you know who's running for in politics? Since I get literally messages all the time, who's gonna be running for mayor, senator, president? I just don't care. I don't care. There's some people. I don't care about politics. I don't care about religion. You know what I'm saying? But that means I would cut off literally 90% of my audience, you know what I'm saying? So I understand, even I have to put my ignorance aside. You gotta forced to conform or forced to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Like they were talking like as I was in school yesterday, which is the same place I'm in. I meant to show that. Go to social clubs, go to meetings and stuff like that. What if the people don't like me? That's the biggest concern because it ain't like in real life, people talk to me online like you guys talk to me online, which is baffling. I guess, I was told about this in online, you're not getting real social interaction. I'm thankful for communication, like you get live chats or a video, chats or something be really cool. But here in America, you can't talk to nobody. Nobody don't want to video chat. People barely even text messages, let alone you want to talk over the phone. People, have weird social hangups. Like for example, talk to a woman here could get you in some real serious trouble. Just for example, how you get to my classes, where to go, who to meet, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They look irritated. They basically have an energy field saying, or some type of energy saying, stay away from me, don't talk to me. So I say, late, I need help trying to get to my classes. Talking to these advisors, they already look disgusted. I look back and we're disgusted, you know what I'm saying? So the feeling's mutual both sides. I know that's not the way you're supposed to communicate in real life, but I've been out of school for 15 years. I just don't share, just to make a long story short, I deal with people, lost my dad. Then I got denied multiple times going to school. Then I did with the IT, then they didn't want to help me anything. So I'm not really around progressive people. I'm not around people who's out there, who thinks outside the box, who's creative, because I love record music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to talk to people, hopefully, how to get into broadcasting, podcasting, and stuff like that, so I can actually, enhance, have some enhancements. Because I realize even my own material get kind of boring and still, but I don't have no technology behind me besides a cell phone and a little bit of a laptop for my school and all that. But I want to be around real technology. I want to be around, interesting, creative, artistic people, you know what I'm saying? I want to be around people who's worldly culture, I'm not getting no world culture. So anyways, I went over time. I just want to say Martell's out. I gotta get ready to finish drinking my Diet Coke and I'm out of here.